Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SUSS Convocation for the class of 2021. Please be seated as the convocation will begin shortly. As the convocation is a formal occasion, we request for all graduands and guests to remain seated throughout the ceremony and all mobile devices to be switched to silent mode. Thank you.
Congratulations, graduates of SHBS. I'm sure it's been a fulfilling journey for you and worth all the hard work. I hope that besides gaining new knowledge, you've discovered your hidden strengths and the joy of learning. But don't let it stop there. Be a lifelong learner, stay hungry to learn, and do all you can to serve society. It fills us with great pride to see you in your graduation gowns today. We wish you all the very best in your life and career. Well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the academic procession and remain standing for the national anthem.
I declare this convocation open for the presentation of graduates for the degrees in humanities and behavioral sciences.
Graduands, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SUSS Convocation 2021. This is your event, as today you, our graduates, are finally at the end of your venture to win the prize of a degree. And for your guests, they are savoring your success with you after accompanying you in your journey. Class of 2021, congratulations on your well-deserved success. We are always happy at Convocation, for that is when we see the fruit of our labor, sending out those whom we have nurtured and prepared for work and life as SUSS graduates. But let us reflect, what type of graduates is SUSS sending out? Let me touch on three aspects. You have come through challenges, particularly in the last 1.5 years, when you had to complete school in the midst of a global pandemic. It was not easy. You had to attend classes and take your exams online, for instance. Besides the demands of your studies, your lives were disrupted, and there were added stress and uncertainties. You persevered, overcame them, and grew stronger as a student and as a person. You adapted to an uncertain and changing environment, so I would say well done. My call to you is to be similarly adaptive, or what some may describe as agile, when you face your future. There will be more ups and downs, upheavals, but you have coped well before, and you can similarly adapt and thrive. Secondly, you have done learning, self-learning, peer learning, integrative learning, and doing learning when there were many other tempting things to do. Don't let this habit stop. Be graduates who never stop learning. Lifelong learning and collaboration are keys in carving out a successful career path. Learning about life makes you a better person, wiser, more able to deal with people and life circumstances. Real-world issues are often interconnected, and it is essential for you to have multiple perspectives, be open-minded, and interact readily with peers from other disciplines. You caught some of these in SUSS, and you will find them useful throughout your life. A final point, be graduates who are grateful. Gratitude is one of the values we hope you will carry with you all your life. You were given the opportunity to earn a degree and a means to progress. When you are grateful, you can better accept others, deal kindly with them, encourage, understand the situations of others, and do good. In fact, I urge you, act on all the good values that you have adopted at SUSS. It is not what you say or hide in your hearts, but what you do that depicts what kind of graduates you are. On our part in SUSS, we have endeavored to give you a holistic education that nurtures the head, heart, and habit in you. We have enabled you to be able to study anytime, anywhere, and afforded you exposures to applied and experiential learning to broaden your perspectives. Various measures were rolled out to support our students and alumni during the COVID-19 period, such as our Student Care Fund. Another project, the SUSS Class Giving 2021, which is a student-led initiative, raises funds to help present and future SUSS students in financial need. And I call on you to contribute to this fund to help others coming after you. And so that you can have a memorable send-off, we are holding physical Convocation 2021 ceremonies despite the pandemic restrictions. So how will we and you measure your success? Is it merely by your academic results? Is it by how successful you will be in your future career? Or how much of a happy life you'll have? Well, some of these in part. I hope your success will be much more about how you will be a conscientious citizen, someone who will give to others and uplift those in need, and who will make a positive contribution to our community. I wish you every success. Thank you.
Professor Cheong Hee Kiat, President SUSS, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you and a warm welcome to SUSS and to Session 12 of the 2021 Convocation of the School of Humanities and Behavioral Sciences. Let us think back to the day you first walked through the gates of SUSS. Perhaps it was open house, orientation, or your first evening class. For many of you, it was a dream come true to be at university, and I'm sure some of you weren't even certain that you would graduate. But graduate you did after 3, 4, or more years of hard work and determination. Apart from gaining knowledge to do your job better or to switch careers, I'm sure it's also been a voyage of self-discovery. You've proven to yourself that despite holding full-time jobs and being full-time parents, spouses, homemakers, caregivers, you had the determination to improve yourselves and work for a degree. And you did it despite the massive challenge that has been the pandemic. This makes every one of you a success, and we are gathered here today to celebrate your achievements. Each of you has a story of grit, purpose, and determination to tell, and I wish to share a couple of them. Darren Loy P. Siang began his learning journey in SUSS in July 2018 and graduates with a degree in English with Business today. Excited by what he learned in SUSS, he decided to apply to MOE to teach English and literature to secondary school students. He will start teaching in January 2022 and hopes he can ignite the passion for literature in his future students the way his was ignited in SUSS. Chitra Murugan is the winner of the Tamil Language and Cultural Society Silver Award. Although she already had Master of Philosophy and Master of Science degrees in mathematics, she enrolled in SUSS in her late 40s to pursue her passion for her mother tongue. Not only that, she felt it was a mission to help fellow Tamil students and serve society. Indeed, she is a student volunteer at SUSS events and helps to mentor new students. Next, we have 2 students graduating with a BA in Translation and Interpretation. Xiao Pit Ha excelled in her studies and volunteered as student ambassador at almost every orientation. A graphic designer by training, she designed event t-shirts for the university. To hone her language skills, she worked part-time as a translator or interpreter at various events. In her second year, she was diagnosed with breast cancer and underwent chemotherapy. Yet, she consistently excelled, and today she takes home the Intellexis Silver Award. Ma Pautu, or Heidi, worked in the healthcare sector for more than 40 years and joined the translation and interpretation program after retiring from NUH. During an overseas study trip to China, she volunteered herself as an interpreter and got on well with her much younger classmates. She even did an internship with the Singapore Chinese Film Festival and picked up new skills such as data management and front of house. At an age when many people might just kick back and relax, Heidi still goes out there to discover new things. We've heard only a few of your friends' stories, but I'm sure the themes of having a purpose in life, serving society, pursuing your passions, and overcoming the odds are familiar to every one of you. Therefore, it fills us with great pride to see you in your gowns today, soon to receive your degree scrolls. As you graduate from SUSS, please remember three things. First, never lose your hunger to learn, because when you stop learning, you stop growing. Second, as graduates of Singapore's only university with the word social in its name, remember that you exist to make the world a better place for all. Finally, stay healthy physically and mentally, because as the saying goes, health is wealth. Warmest congratulations, class of 2021, and very well done. Thank you.
President, may I present the following graduates on whom the degree of Bachelor of Arts English has earlier been conferred. Abdullah bin Abdul Hadi. Darren Loy P. Xiang. Ho Chin Ping Wendy. Gong Lok Yi. Moni binti Muhammad. Muhammad Ansar bin Buhari. Muhammad Azhar bin Husni, Muyani binti Jafar, Ng Yu Min Lin, Pooja Sahu, Priya SS, Rachel, daughter of Das Harry, Shaika Atiyah binti Abdul Rahman, Shakil Nazir Ahmad, Siti Fatiha binti Yazid Khan Surati, Amira Shafika binti Hamari, Asmi bin Abdul Rahman, Felicia Chu Hui Jing, Heng Kai Ming, Iza Shahira binti Abdul Ghaffar, Jovel Ang Wei Tian, Noraisha binti Anwar, Noor Farahani binti Abdul Muttalib, Nuratika binti Muhammad Yusuf, Prashana Yadunathan Pillai, Ruben Kumar, son of Raj Kumar, Shazana Muhaimina binti Sulaiman, Sonia Jayaraj Mohianani, Tan Junzi, Tae Ya In, President, may I present the following graduates on whom the degree of Bachelor of Arts, English Language and Literature has earlier been conferred. Shanuradya Selvaraj, Yo Shu Hui, Farid Fatah, Farah Fazira Vieira, Chian Ping, Joel Ng Jia En, Leong Richardville, Lu Yan Ping, Muhammad Farid bin Qasim, Muhammad Rizza bin Rashid Rizza, Neo Shi Ling Edna, Tan Eugene David, Tang Ming Wei Tony, Hainun Jaria binti Hassan, Ho Jia Xin, Melissa Ann Rodriguez, Ng Jun Hao Darren, Noor Anisha binti Syed Maidin, Noor Hidayah binti Salamat, Noor Shafiqa binti Muhammad Saifu, Nurunisha binti Safruddin, Sherry Lee Si-Hui, President, may I present the following graduates on whom the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Tamil Language and Literature has earlier been conferred. Winner of the Singapore Tamil Teachers Union Bronze Prize, Anuradha Suresh Kumar. Winner of the Tamil Language and Cultural Society Silver Award, Chitra Murugan. Danabal Porsevi. Shahira Banu Sherfuddin. Sembian Mina. Sumati Dayalan. Winner of the Tamil Language Council Gold Award and Sri Vinayaka Exports Private Limited Book Prize, Tanigaval Chitra. Tiruna Vukarasu Pongodi. Vanketsan Kati Kayani. Gita, daughter of Satyamurti. M. Shamila. Miraj Begum. Rizwana Mira binti Tipu Sultan. Sati Kumar, son of Subramaniam. Shanta Kumari Kandasamy. Shanti, daughter of Krishna Sami. Swati Murali Haran. President, may I present the following graduates on whom the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Translation and Interpretation has earlier been conferred. Winner of the Interlexis Go Award, Kok Hui Lai. Ma Pao Tu, Mrs. Chu Pao Tu. Winner of the CapitaLand Top Achievement Award and CapitaLand Book Prize, Interpretation, Kwek Chen Yi. Winner of the Interlexis Silver Award, Xiao Pit Ha. Kang Xiu Ying. Wong Xing Hui. The graduate representative for the School of Humanities and Behavioral Sciences class of 2021 is Mr. Sean Benedict Guttenson, who graduated with the degree of Bachelor of Communication with Business. We will now watch a video recording of Mr. Guttenson's speech.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on which session you're attending, distinguished academics and staff, guests, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sean Guttenson, a graduate from the Bachelor of Communication with Business. It is my great privilege to speak to you today on behalf of my fellow graduates from the School of Humanities and Behavioral Sciences. I never would have dreamed that I might one day stand before all of you to give this speech. I was an average student throughout my primary and secondary school, more concerned about Pokemon cards than I was about my studies. But at the Polytechnic, I graduated to being preoccupied with computer games instead of Pokemon cards. My attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, might have had a role to play in how easily I was distracted. In fact, my psychologist told my parents that they should be content if I managed to pass my O-levels. Fortunately, I exceeded his expectations. After Polytechnic, I applied to study history at NUS, which was the one passion I held and which is still close to my heart. You can imagine how utterly dejected I was when I received that rejection letter twice. I decided that day never to apply to university again and to start working instead. Nonetheless, I found my way into working for libraries and museums. It was only 6 years later when the government announced in 2017 the establishment of a new autonomous university for working adults, SUSS, that I began to reconsider my earlier decision. I applied with an anxious heart, uncertain as to whether I'd be accepted. I did not know how well I'd manage after so many years away from school. Such was my elation when I received my acceptance letter that I made a promise to myself. I was going to graduate with outstanding grades and be among the top students of my class. Many late nights, busy weekends, and cancelled dinners, here I stand before you. Like me, I am sure that in your own lives, you too have similar stories, having faced numerous challenges, obstacles, and trials to be where you're sitting today. Through your own effort, sacrifice, and determination, you have finally succeeded in your vision and achieved your goal. And so, it is with great pride that I say, congratulations to you, class of 2021. We are a generation of graduates thrust into a world filled with uncertainty and change, facing some of humanity's greatest trials, be it the global pandemic that has held us in its grip for the past 2 years, the global financial and political upheavals, or the deluge of climate-linked droughts, heat waves, and floods. Our circumstances have seldom been more dire, nor the stakes higher, and these have placed upon our shoulders a great responsibility. It calls upon us to eschew indifference and instead to be bold, to be extraordinary. This applies to our every venture, whether business or personal. The disruption of traditional industries and technologies in the wake of the digital revolution has changed the very way we conduct our lives. The decades to come will define the next few centuries, and the decisions we make will affect the very course of history. So, I urge you, my fellow graduates, to join me in taking up this mantle, to make a new promise, to do our best to leave the world a better place than we found it. At whichever point in your lives you might find yourselves, remember that it is never too late to achieve your vision and that obstacles are only detours in the right direction. This convocation is not the celebration of an ending, but the send-off to the start of our new endeavors, whatever they may be. In our years at SUSS, we have acquired skills, knowledge, and friends, all of which I'm sure we will find crucial to meet the challenges of living a fulfilling life ahead. These invaluable gifts that we have received through our education is in no small part due to the tireless work of our lecturers and academic staff at SUSS. To them, I am extremely grateful and express my sincerest gratitude. We would also not be here today if not for the support of our loved ones. Thus, at this juncture, I would like to invite all graduates to please rise and face your loved ones. Please join me in expressing our utmost appreciation to our parents, loved ones, and the university for making this day possible for us. Let's give them a warmest round of applause. Please be seated. As I close, My congratulations once again to the class of 2021. Let us continue to defy expectations and limitations in our lives, to strive for a better world, for we are not defined by our challenges, but how we respond to them. Thus, I end with this. Go make your mark for the greater good. Thank you.
Coming up next is a virtual choir with the rendition of the university song Onwards and Beyond. This collective effort is by the members of the SUSS Music Interest Group to celebrate this significant milestone, your graduation.
Hopes that are kindled with the dreams that we know can come true. We're moving on to face brighter tomorrows.
Passions that burn,
Our hearts on fire,
goals to achieve. We'll soar on wings, this onwards and beyond. Our spirits rise to dreams we can achieve. With new pathways to explore, new lessons to be learned. It's upwards, onwards and beyond.
We're on a journey, pushing our limits. Our minds and willing hearts to hear the call to serve and grow. Reaching for stars to shape our future destiny. Building on dreams, milestones to reach, we shall succeed. We'll soar on wings, it's onwards and beyond. Our spirits rise to dreams we can achieve. With new pathways to explore, new lessons to be learned. It's onwards, onwards and beyond. Soar on wings, it's onwards and beyond. Our spirits rise to dreams we can achieve. With new pathways to explore, new lessons to be learned. It's onwards, onwards and
I declare this convocation closed.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until you are called upon to move out of the hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind you to leave the campus after you leave the hall. We thank you for your cooperation. We now invite graduates from the red zone and guests from the purple zone to follow our ushers to leave the hall. We now invite graduates from the red zone and guests from the purple zone to follow our ushers to leave the hall.